join me today as I'm at the biggest night market in New Zealand. I'm right here in Auckland, New Zealand tonight. They have a night market every night, but Saturday night is their biggest night market. There's tons of different food here, so I'm gonna go to a few different stands. I'm really excited to try some of this food. Let's get started. The first stand I'm going to is actually right behind me here, and it is this Korean fried chicken and pork stand. There's so many people here right now. Hopefully you can hear me well. Here's their options here. I think I'm just gonna go with the snack of the original Korean chicken. How's it going? Could I get a snack of just the original Korean chicken?
You want it with chips or rice?
With chips, please. So $10, not too bad. I gotta stand by the stand now because they gave me a little number. Thank you. All right, so got the snack for 10 bucks. This feels pretty heavy. There should be a lot in here. I'm excited to try this, and there's not many seats available here, so I'm probably just gonna have to find a spot off to the side really quick where I could stand and try this and put the camera down while I do it. So I just stepped off to the side here so you can hear me a little bit better and I don't have to scream into the mic. And here is the original Korean fried chicken. Steaming, super fresh, looks really good. So it has sweet chili sauce on it, mayo, and then it's on top of chips. French fries for my American viewers or anybody else that calls chips French fries. This looks like it's gonna be really hot. I might have to wait for it to cool down. Let's see though. I gotta bite it when it's hot at least once. Look at that, super juicy looking. It's definitely super juicy. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up, but just the inside of this is like I said, super juicy. I bite into it, just juices all over. That's definitely some of the best chicken I've had in New Zealand. The sweet chili sauce is more sweet. I don't really have too much of a spice from the chili in it, but that's not always a bad thing. And the mayo with that super sweetness really balances out the sweetness on the chicken. This chicken's really good. You can just see how juicy this meat really is. I'm not over exaggerating that. Super good fried chicken. And for 10 bucks, this is a lot of chicken. And then it's also served on top of chips. I gotta rate those too. All right, at least try them before I rate everything. Super good because they're soaked in all the sweet chili sauce and the mayo. Although if you like them crispy, they're not crispy because of all the sauce that's on them. I'm gonna have to give the Korean fried chicken a 9.2 out of 10. This is some of the best fried chicken I've had in New Zealand, if not close to some of the best I've had in my entire life. This fried chicken from that Korean fried chicken stand is extremely good. And that's 9.2 out of 10 for the chicken. The chips just kind of come with the chicken. I didn't order them or pay extra for them, but the chips I give about a 6 out of 10. The sauce really helps them, but I like crispy chips and these aren't crispy. I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna go off to the next stand and order some more food for you guys to see. I got a couple more stands, at least 2 more, so you're gonna wanna keep watching. I just finished eating that first Korean fried chicken. I'm gonna go see what I'm gonna get next. I'm not 100% sure. I'll just walk around and see what looks good. All right, so I'm at the next stand that I'm gonna try the food. They have some loud music playing, so hopefully the camera's not picking up too much of it, but I'm gonna stand in the queue and once I get up there, I'm gonna order my food. This stand that I'm at is called the Creamy Shack. I'm going to get the hot Hangi and fried bread. It's $20. All right, so just got my food, and before this music starts blasting, let me get out of here and go back to that same spot again to try it. A lot of people have left comments for me to try this, so I think it's pronounced Hangi. If it's not, I'm sorry. Okay, so hopefully you guys could hear me back there because it was super loud with that music blasting. I ordered the hot Hangi. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And it also comes with fried bread. I think a few of you have said to try the fried bread as well. I've never tried either of these things, so I have nothing to compare them to, but I'm just gonna go ahead and dig in and see what the hype's about for these. So I'm assuming this brown paper bag here is gonna be the fried bread with how greasy it is. Oh yeah, it looks like the fried bread. So this is the fried bread. I don't know if it has something in it or if I'm supposed to dip it in something or just eat it the way it is, but I'll find out, I guess. Yeah, it is just a super thick, fresh, hot ball of fried bread. Still looks pretty, like, not super doughy, but like it's freshly cooked bread in there. That might also just look that way because of the oil, but hot and fresh. Maybe I'm supposed to have it with this food that I got too, and I think this came with a lot of food, so this whole bag's greasy. Let me be careful here. Might have to set this bag down with the fried bread in it while I eat this. Yeah, so wrapped in foil, you can see the grease on my fingers now. I know, oh, this is dripping everywhere too. Dripping all off the bottom of my hand. This has got to be good. This is gonna make a mess. I should have got this last. It's dripping everywhere. It's literally dripping all over. The floor is soaked from it. So the sign did say what they had on it. Of course, I didn't read it too well. I know there is pork and chicken and then just all different types of vegetables inside of this. Some sweet potato, it looks like. Can't tell what all these vegetables are, but it looks good. Super soft. I wasn't expecting the consistency on this potato. Super orange too. This food's really interesting. This is actually surprisingly good. This is probably the best sweet potato I've had ever, maybe. Extremely soft, kind of just falls apart in my mouth. Now this, not sure what it is. It almost looks like an American stuffing and tastes just like one too. I'm assuming this is some type of bread and a bunch of different vegetables mixed together. You guys leave a comment if you know. And this looks like maybe some type of cabbage, some type of leafy vegetable. Well, once again, just like the sweet potato, this is super soft. Got a nice, slightly sweet flavor to it. Tastes really well done. I don't know how to explain this because I've never tasted anything like this before. It's soft, but it's still got a really nice crunch to it, and it's warm all the way through, which I really like. The pork is somewhere under here. I might be wrong, but I think a Hangi, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but I think this food is all boiled. That might be why it's so juicy, so fresh tasting. I'm trying to get some of the meat off the bone here so I can review it for you. I forget that. I'll go for the chicken first. Yeah, super fresh looking chicken. Got a nice piece of it on this wooden spork here. Not too much seasoning, but doesn't need it. It has a really strong just chicken flavor, and the meat's super soft and melts in your mouth. Super good meat. I love this chicken. Wow. So this is the piece of pork. I just got the whole thing right here on the fork. I like the chicken. This pork is super juicy. Really melts in my mouth. It is a little more tender, which isn't a bad thing. It's just the consistency of the pork. All the flavors of all this stuff, it's the flavor of what the item is, but it is the best flavor of that item I've ever had for everything. So the chicken tastes like chicken, but really tastes like chicken, like extra good. Doesn't taste fake or gross or any of that stuff. Thank you to everybody who's recommended me trying this. I'm going to have to give the Hangi with the fry bread that I had, can't forget about that fry bread, a 9.1 out of 10. Super good. Almost reminds me of a Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner back home in the US. I apologize to everybody if I ate that food wrong, but I've never even seen that food before, so I ate it the way I figured I was supposed to eat it. Although I did forget to try the fried bread with something else on it. After all of this food that I've eaten, I'm already feeling pretty full, so this is going to be the last stand I go to in this video, but if you get a chance, definitely come check out any of the Auckland night markets. Most of these stands are at all of them, I think. Right now I'm waiting in line to get Chinese barbecue. I ordered a sausage, a thing of 6 chicken gizzards, which is the chicken stomach, and then 3 lamb skewers, and in total for everything it was $19. Thank you. All right, so now I gotta go back to the same spot so there's not as many people here, and that way I can try these all for you. So now I'm back to my spot for the 3rd time here. This will be the last time I'm back here tonight trying this food for you. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with one of the lamb skewers. Super shiny, fresh meat. They were cooking it right in front of me, as you saw. First impression, this meat is super crunchy but juicy at the same time. Obviously, it's got that blackened meat on it from the grill that they were cooking it on, which is a good thing. This lamb is super good. I'm sure it's New Zealand lamb because we are in New Zealand, and New Zealand lamb is some of the best in the world, I think. I'm gonna have to give that lamb skewer a 8.5 out of 10. Now, next off, I've got the sausage here. Huge sausage on the stick. I haven't had a sausage that looked like this before, so I'm excited to try it. This is a really interesting sausage. The skin of the sausage is super crispy. The meat on the inside is super soft, and it's like super juicy. I don't know if it's got cheese or something in it. It almost tastes like it does. Let me get another bite. I don't think it has anything in it. I think it's just super juicy meat. Very different than an American style sausage, and even the sausages I've tried from the supermarket here in New Zealand. I'm going to have to give this sausage an 8.9 out of 10. The food at this night market is super good. Last off, I've got the chicken gizzards, which is the chicken stomach. I've tried these before and I do really like them, but I haven't tried them here. I'm assuming quite a few of my viewers have probably never tried chicken gizzards before. It's really good. It's got a chicken taste, but more like a dark meat taste. The consistency is just crunchy because it's mostly muscle, I think, but really good flavor. I really like chicken gizzards. And from this stand, they did a really good job on them, just like the outer layer, just like everything else, has that nice crispiness, crunchiness on it. These do too. I'm going to have to give these chicken gizzards an 8 out of 10. I just crushed those skewers. Everything at this night market that I tried is super good. I'm sure everything else is also super good. All of it was a good price. This is the biggest night market in New Zealand, the Saturday night market at Pakranga Night Market, I think is the name of it. I probably said the name wrong. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching. Till the next one, have a good one.